The dark expanse of the galaxy had always intrigued humanity, though it was never a place they expected to find much hope, kindness, or compassion. To them, the universe was vast, empty, and cold, filled with stars and planets they would never reach, inhabited by species they might never meet. Yet, on one fateful night, the seemingly impossible happened. In the quiet of the Nevada desert, a small, blinking light appeared in the sky. It grew larger, brighter, and descended rapidly toward Earth. Moments later, a crackling sound burst through the airwaves of the military radar systems, followed by a heavy thud as the craft landed near a remote military base. It wasn't long before a convoy of soldiers arrived, rifles in hand, ready for a confrontation they didn't fully understand. However, what came out of the ship was far from what they expected. The beings who stepped out were not towering and monstrous, nor were they armed with weapons that could obliterate humanity in an instant. Instead, they were smaller than humans, fragile-looking, but with an aura of dignity and intelligence. Their skin shimmered in the moonlight, slightly translucent, with colors shifting subtly like oil on water. Their faces, though unfamiliar, exuded a sense of deep emotion. The leader of the aliens, a figure taller than the others, raised his hands in a peaceful gesture as he approached the human soldiers. The language that emerged from his mouth was an odd mix of melodic sounds, but it was immediately translated into English by a device they carried. "Please," the alien leader said. "We come in peace. We need your help." The military base had been thrown into chaos in the moments that followed. The sudden appearance of extraterrestrials had forced immediate consultations with higher powers, including world leaders, but the response from the alien visitors was startlingly calm. Their urgency was clear, yet their demeanor was respectful. "We need assistance," the leader continued. "A terrible illness has taken hold of our daughter, and we fear she will not survive. We have the technology to cure many ailments, but our medical knowledge cannot reach what she suffers from. We have heard of your species, of your resilience, and your creativity. We humbly ask for your help." The soldiers were dumbfounded, unsure of how to react. The image of an alien begging for help from humans was both surreal and heartbreaking. But it wasn't until the alien leader, whose name was translated as Zelia, shared the most desperate part of their plea that the decision was made. "My daughter's life is in danger," Zelia said, voice trembling. "Her name is Shyra. She is dying, and we are willing to offer anything in exchange for her survival." The following days were filled with an urgency that overshadowed all else. The alien family, Zelia, his wife, Malice, and their daughter, Shyra, remained under the close watch of military personnel while medical experts from around the world were called to assist. The alien child lay in a glass-like containment unit, surrounded by devices and monitors. Her body appeared frail, as though her life force was slowly draining away. Dr. Elena Harris, a renowned physician who had seen countless rare diseases, was brought in to lead the team of specialists. Yet, as she examined Shyra, she quickly realized that there were no known diseases in the human medical textbooks that matched the symptoms the alien child was showing. Her skin was turning a strange shade of violet, her breath shallow, and her heartbeat erratic, as if her body was rejecting its own life force. "We need to understand their biology better," Dr. Harris said, pacing nervously. "This is beyond anything we've encountered." Zelia had described their species' origins, a planet called Phila, located in a distant solar system. Though their technology was far more advanced than Earth's, they had been unable to cure Shyra, whose illness had baffled even their greatest minds. Dr. Harris, desperate to save the child, began working closely with the alien doctors. The collaboration was tense at first. The two species couldn't fully understand each other's methods, but there was an undeniable bond formed through their shared goal, to save a life. As days passed, Shyra's condition worsened. It was clear to Dr. Harris that they were running out of time. The child's life was slipping away with every passing hour. "We need more information," Dr. Harris said to Zelia one night, as the two stood outside the observation room where Shyra lay. "What causes this illness? Does it have any triggers we can use to reverse it?" Zelia bowed his head. "It is a rare condition. It affects only a small fraction of our people, and even fewer survive it. It begins with the body losing its ability to absorb energy from our sun. The energy source that sustains us is slowly being rejected. Without it, we begin to fade away. And you're sure this can't be cured with your technology?" Dr. Harris pressed. "Not without understanding your biology. We have advanced medical treatments, but they are not designed to interface with human forms. We do not share the same biochemistry. That is why we came to you." Dr. Harris thought hard. If they couldn't find a cure within their own means, there was only one other option: to find something, anything, that would allow their treatments to work on Shyra's unique physiology. "We have something similar," she said quietly, "but I need your help in understanding your species' connection to your sun. That might be the key." For the next week, the alien family and human scientists worked together in a race against time. The more the humans learned about the alien species' energy-based biology, the closer they got to an answer. They discovered that Shyra's illness was, in fact, a genetic mutation that disrupted her ability to process solar energy, something vital to the very essence of their existence. However, their advanced technology didn't allow them to fully tap into Shyra's unique makeup. As the days passed, the alien family continued to plead with the humans. "We can give you anything you want," Malice said, her voice raw from worry. "Anything. Knowledge, technology, resources. Just save her." "We do not want anything from you," Dr. Harris replied softly. "We want to save your daughter." The breakthrough came when the human team discovered a rare compound used in some human cancer treatments that could potentially interact with Shyra's energy absorption dysfunction. Combining their own technology with this compound might just provide a way to stabilize her condition. The catch was that the procedure was extremely risky. There was no guarantee it would work, but it was their best shot. Zelia and Malice agreed to the treatment, willing to risk everything for their daughter. The day of the procedure arrived. A tense silence filled the lab as the doctors carefully administered the treatment. Shyra's body reacted immediately. At first, there was no sign of improvement, but slowly, over the course of several hours, the color began to return to her skin. Her heartbeat stabilized, and the irregular breathing that had plagued her started to become rhythmic once again. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, Shyra opened her eyes. The room filled with a collective sigh of relief. She was alive. "We've done it," Dr. Harris whispered in disbelief.